Yo, what's going on? It's Steve and
Janae.
Back to Cultivation Corner, you guys. And guess what? We got a special guest here. I mean, are you happy about this, Janae?
I'm so happy. Been looking forward to this.
Anthony Robinson is in the house from Energy Garden Terrariums in Deep Ellum, Texas. Anthony, thank you so much for being here with us today.
My pleasure, my man.
Yo, I really appreciate this. Janelle was telling you about this shop like for the past year and a half
Yes.
now. And the first time I came here about a year and a half ago, you guys, I was blown away because this place is amazing. Not only plants, animals, I mean, you name it. We got Otto in the back. You know what I'm saying? What is it, a parakeet or
He's a parrot, Kayi parrot.
a Kayi parrot? All right, so Anthony, I mean, you said that you started this when that you had the idea when you were young.
Yeah, I always been in the world of plants and animals. Like I said, I thought I was going to have a pet store one day.
Yeah.
And something else, but it turned into this. I mean, I made a terrarium as a gift, as a Valentine's gift, and you know, it took off. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know she was like, she wanted more.
Well, everybody in the office wanted more.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's amazing. I mean, so you took a hobby and you sort of took that and just ran with it.
Yeah. As the orders kept coming, you know, I printed out some business cards. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do.
It's a moneymaker right here.
Because I was always into some sort of business. Man, I was selling purses, and grills, and T-shirts.
Yeah.
And
All the things.
I had a store at Traders Village called Urban Mart.
Okay.
But everybody pretty much was doing the same thing. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something that was long lasting. Something that I can, you know, have a life with.
So wait a minute. So then, when did you open up this place here? How long ago?
This place in 2020.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait. So hold on. COVID.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tell me about, because I know that was a headache in itself.
Yeah. So at the time, I was doing like a farmer's market, different pop-ups, different markets, and COVID had stopped everything.
Yeah.
I started posting plants on Instagram, plant bundles. You get like 5 or 6 plants.
Yeah.
And a candle that you could pick out, and I was delivering, or you could pick up. But it just took off so fast.
Oh, wow.
I mean, COVID wasn't a good time for a lot of people, but as far as business, it was the busiest I've ever been.
It's a blessing
That's
for you.
awesome. Yeah.
And so I looked for a space to have just as a work area. I wasn't thinking about a store still. I needed a workspace.
So this was your workspace in the beginning?
It was going to be, yeah. And then I said, well, it looks nice. I can at least have a showroom.
Yeah.
You know, I said I was going to just have a showroom. I was never thinking about retail hours.
Yeah.
Because I had been working at these markets on weekends only. And so I was like, well, I can be open Saturday and Sunday at least.
Yep.
So that's where that came from. I'm open Saturday and Sunday for retail.
Okay.
But I offer the workshops, you know, Monday through Sunday, every day.
That's interesting, man, because, you know, I think you're not really sure what your dream looks like. Or you have an idea what your dream looks like, but then it sometimes never looks like what you thought it was going to look like. It looks like something better.
Yeah. But now I had the idea, like when I was working in the corporate world, I had the idea of, I said, I want to be building terrariums and making moss frames all day long. I said, I want to do this all day, because I used to get off my regular job and go build terrariums, go create something with moss. Right after my regular job, I did that every day. I did that for years.
That's the passion.
And I used to be at my regular job daydreaming about being able to do this every day, all day. I just didn't know how it was going to happen, you know, what was going to happen. Yeah. But, you know, things fell into place, and I was able to pull it off.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how long was it from when you had your corporate job and then you're doing farmer's market to Energy Garden?
I left the corporate job in 2015.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Yo, listen.
In 2015. So between that time and 2020, that's all that transpired. So I got the store, did the markets, did a bunch of workshops.
Wow.
2020 got the store.
That's really amazing. So 5 years after you left your corporate job, you opened up this.
Yeah.
You never let your dream die.
No. I never stopped selling terrariums from the time. I mean, while I was even working at my job prior to 2015, I was still building terrariums. I've always had a regular job, and something on the weekends.
Okay.
I did that for years. I mean,
The hustle.
almost 20 years.
Yeah.
One job wasn't enough.
Yeah, no. I know that's the story of my life.
Yeah, I had an old mentor used to always tell me I always have multiple streams of income, Doc. That's what he would always say.
Yep.
Since I was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
And that's what I always tried to do.
So I got to ask you, right? So you get the keys to this place. You open the door the first time. What was the feeling, man? Like, what? How did you feel when you first turned the lock and you walked in here and you were just like, "This is mine"?
Man, it wasn't real. It didn't feel real. It didn't feel real for years. I mean, even now, I'm used to it now, but it took about 3 or 4 years.
Wow. For it to settle in.
Yeah, for it to, for me to like, because I'm always looking to the future, what I can do next.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me chill a little minute and enjoy what I worked for and got this far. So I used to just come in. I still do it. I'll come in and just sit down and just look around and just be quiet and be still.
I could totally live in here. I see that.
Yeah, and just appreciate things.
Yeah, it's the gratitude, right?
Yeah.
So how long were you doing because you said you originally got this space to be like your workshop. So how long was it your workshop until it became
that didn't
Energy
last.
Garden?
Yeah, that didn't last. Once I started fixing it up, I just started having different ideas. I mean, I have a totally different idea of what I want to do with it now.
Really?
Yeah, it's still going to be the same business, but it's just the whole concept is going to change.
So it's always like a metamorphosis for you, right? Like it's always evolving, always changing, and all that stuff. And I mean, realizing those changes, like actually bringing them out of your mind to reality, that takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
What is your advice to someone who's thinking about doing something like this? Because, we look at brick and mortar spaces now, and there's a lot of challenges. So what's your advice to people who are trying to like really step out on faith, and do something like this?
Man, I would just tell someone to stay focused. Stay focused, and if they want to, like, if you actually want a brick and mortar, is it necessary? Because once you sign that lease, the bills don't stop.
Yeah,
it was necessary for me. I had been working out the house and the garage for years.
Yeah,
I had a dining room in one of the houses I lived in, and converted that into my work area.
Wow.
So I had done that part, but people wanted larger plants, wanted more plants, wanted more items. So I needed a place. So I would just say that, just make sure it's necessary.
And I mean, like, you got some big ass plants in here.
Yes.
This is crazy.
So healthy,
I mean, I'm looking at a peace lily right now, right? I mean, I wish mine looked like that.
I could never.
But,
No, they are ready.
They really love this space. Let me ask you this. So you mentioned social media and all of that stuff earlier. I mean, how important is social media to your business?
Social media is very important. I mean, you can show a lot of people, a lot of different aspects of your business. I was just don't get caught up in the drama and the mix.
Yeah.
Just come do what you got to do.
Yeah.
My purpose is to try to spread some type of positivity.
Yeah.
I do that with plants and animals. I like to show people smiling in here. So I just try to do my part as putting some good out there in the environment. In the universe.
I love that. Yeah. So whenever it was originally your workshop, so the animals you have here now, were they in your home and you just brought them here?
No,
or are these new?
No, these are pretty much new.
Okay.
I had a lot of snakes in the earlier part of my life, but when I started having kids, I got rid of a lot of stuff. I didn't want to be on the news. Snake done got my baby, so
right.
I got rid of a lot of stuff. Yeah.
But let me ask you this: so can your kids appreciate the animals?
Oh yeah. All my babies, even my 7-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
She's not afraid of anything in here.
Oh
I'm afraid of her to handle the bird or the big snakes, but she's like, we'll go fishing. She'll put the snake, the worm on the hook.
Yeah,
you know, she's not
That's
afraid of
awesome.
anything.
Jeez, I need to channel her energy
Okay.
because
And one of the snakes in here is actually my son's snake. I'm holding it, while he's in
What?
college. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Which one?
Maru over there, the small
red
red
okay.
tail boy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
my
you
son's snake.
guys got to see the snakes, and there's a what is a lizard?
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some.
Yeah, a bearded dragon,
Bearded dragon.
Australian frill lizard.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I named Fred the tree frog.
The
The tree frog.
Yeah.
It's four. And what's the other one's name?
I don't know. I just
See?
held Fred.
You couldn't let him go. You know
I
what I'm saying?
know.
I thought that you was going to take him home with you, put him in
wanted
your pocket
to.
or something. You know?
Look, we can make it happen. I can get you some.
Yeah. I look around this place, right, and I really see hard work that's paying off,
Yeah.
and I know, like I follow you on Instagram, social media and stuff like that, and I see a lot of I see what you do. I see, the people who come in here who participate in like your your terrarium workshops, your paint and sips, because you give the audience just a little bit more information on how they could find you, how they can sign up for these classes, and because it's a community thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can find me. You can type Google. You can type Energy Gardens
Right.
in on Google.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop up, but you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook. Just search Energy Gardens,
Energy
and
Gardens.
I'm going to pop up. And the classes are available
Yeah.
every day at 12, 3, and 6 p.m. For the terrarium and moss classes. But we do try to offer other specialized classes once or twice a month here.
Okay.
Yeah, I work with a lot of different creators.
Yeah, and that's amazing because that's the community aspect of what you're trying
Yeah.
to do. Now, I remember, this is something that we talked about offline. I wanted to see if you can elaborate on this, and that is, you own Energy Gardens and everything, and you invite people into the community by doing terrarium workshops, paint and sips. But do you consider yourself like a member of the plant community?
Oh yeah, you did. No, I'm not. I'm not a plant fanatic.
Yeah.
I'm not a plant fanatic. I appreciate nature.
Yeah.
Whether it's animals or plants or just the landscape. I like going to different islands. I like going to the rainforest, to the jungle. I appreciate all the plants. I don't get excited over certain type of plants.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. I just
True,
don't.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm not. You'll never see me. Ooh, look at this. I just never been like that.
We're totally the opposite. with that.
Yeah, I may do that with an animal.
With an animal, right, right.
Certain like a couple of animals I have, or animals I grew up watching on TV.
Which
Yeah.
ones?
Cleon, that Australian frill lizard.
Okay.
He stands on his back legs and he has the cape that comes out. You see him running on.
Oh, he's like that
on hose.
that damn Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
thing
Jurassic
that-
Park. Yeah. Him and my Goliath bird eater tarantula, Miss Sophia.
Miss Sophia.
When I was a kid, I used to watch like the Nature Channel, Channel 13, the Animal Channel.
Oh yeah.
And I seen those animals as a kid. I said, man, I gotta have one. And when I got a few dollars when I grew up, I got one.
Yeah. What was your first animal?
Charles Ray the python.
That was your first?
Oh, you talking about here or just ever?
Ever.
Ever a hamster.
A hamster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a hamster.
Okay.
Yeah, I was young, and they only lived for about 3 years. So when he passed away, I was pissed. I was sad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We had to have a funeral. We buried him
you buried
in the front yard.
Yeah.
And later on, shortly after that, I learned they only lived for 3 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told my mom, I'm never getting another hamster.
That's traumatic for
Yeah,
you.
it was.
It
Was. And his name was Bitey. Yeah, Bitey, because he likes to bite. Yeah,
Oh,
he
wow.
likes to
Bitey.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Bitey.
But after that, just anything, man. Anything I could sneak in the house. Like, she didn't like a lot of this stuff.
You had to make sure that your mom had her door closed.
Yeah. And I would collect insects and stuff. I had some spiders in a jar.
Oh, wow.
I put holes in the lid so they could breathe, but the spider had babies, so all those.
Oh,
Oh, my
no.
gosh.
Yeah, I remember my mom fussing at me about that. I just always felt I had a connection with creatures. Like man, I had to be about 6 or 7. I went and sat in the ant bed. And
Wait, with the ant?
Purposely?
Yeah. My mom was like, "Boy, you better get out of that ant bed." I said, "These ants are my friend," because they were ants. They were ants, and my name is Anthony, so I don't know.
Okay,
You're like, it makes sense.
Yeah, so man, those ants tore me up, man.
You had all these spots on you.
Yeah, I ran in the house and I jumped in the tub in the shower. Yeah, I remember that. But I always felt that I was some kind of animal whisperer or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, listen, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm about to break a fear today.
Can't wait.
And hold one of these snakes, probably Mr. What is
Charles.
it?
Charles Ray.
Charles Ray.
Charles Ray.
Maybe hold Charles Ray for
Not
about
maybe,
five,
you are.
maybe
Definitely.
like 5 seconds, and then give him right back.
No,
to do that.
it's therapeutic, man, just because of how they feel. They're not slimy.
Yeah,
It's just a big muscle going through your hand. It's just, and they're chill.
they chill.
They seem kind of sneaky.
Yeah.
You know, they don't like a lot going on.
Yeah.
I like snakes.
But see, the thing about that, because look, I got a snake tattoo. Y'all know this, and I can't even touch a damn snake.
Okay.
But the thing about it is that you do have to care for these animals.
Yeah,
like you would any living thing. So how do you take care of like your snakes and everything like that? I'm curious.
With the snakes, you have to make sure you keep them warm. You have to mist them daily. You feed them like every 2 to 3 weeks.
What you feed them?
I feed them rats and mice. Yeah.
Frozen?
I don't do the frozen.
You do the fresh?
Yeah, live. I've tried frozen, but you have to get them and thaw them out.
Yeah.
Warm water, you gotta let them sit in a bowl with warm water.
Nah.
I wouldn't even want to see that.
Cut the bag open.
Yeah.
You may have to wring them out.
Ew.
And then you gotta hold them in there with some tongs or something to make the snake think they're alive.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's
right.
too much. I'd rather just get alive and throw them in there.
Yeah. And we just watch the
Go for
slow.
They need to exercise.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Now, you never let them out roaming, do you?
I do. I had them out yesterday. I had Bernice out yesterday.
Oh, big girl.
Yeah. No, they always get out.
I mean, that is good for
Yeah, they are
of course.
always out. Yeah.
Wow.
And if I have a big enough tree in here, I'll let them climb the tree.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
It brings them back to nature.
Yeah.
And you're a nature
Yeah, 'cause
guy,
that's what they're
so
supposed
this
to
is
do.
the
Yeah.
connection.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So they're in there, when people are here, but
Yeah.
when I'm here by myself, I can let 2 or 3 of them out at a time and keep an eye on them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So listen, Anthony, I'm not blind to this, right? So one of the reasons why we wanted to interview you is because you are a minority-owned business here in Dallas, Texas. I think that's super duper important, especially in the times that we live in. And so, being a minority-owned business, what are some of your challenges?
I mean, this problem, I didn't really pay attention to it, man.
Yeah.
I'm big on history,
Yeah.
on a lot of civil rights leaders or speakers or whatever.
Yeah.
I've listened to a lot of speeches, watched a lot of videos and stuff. I kind of know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was going to help business, and it did. At the time, it wasn't a lot of black people in the plant with a plant store, or let alone a black man.
Yeah, right.
So I figured that was going to benefit me, and it did.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure somebody don't like it, but
Well,
I
come on,
don't. It's
that's
too many people in the world to worry about.
That one
Those few people or whatever.
Yeah.
And people may talk crazy on social media.
You've experienced that?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't go back and forth with you. I delete your comment and block you.
I've learned that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not going to waste my time with you because I've never had the problems in my face.
Okay.
Like even at these markets, even in here, even if I look at a person and they may be looking at me strange, I know how to handle them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It may be something about it. No, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to play with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've had one experience, man, that I can remember at a monster truck rally. Me and my kids and a couple of buddies, just people were looking at us strange, like what we're doing here, just making faces. I mean, that was funny to me. Like I say, I really never had to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with that. Yeah. So thank God everybody that I've run across in this business has shown me love.
Yeah.
Because I try to put that out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try to put that out there. I try to put the positivity out there.
Yeah.
But But yeah, man, just me being a black male at the time. Like I said, I had this space since 2020, but prior to that, it's been like 15, 16 years when I started selling plants.
That's good.
That's really really good. You know,
It's just because I'm not going to accept it.
Right.
Even in the corporate world, when I was growing my locks, I was in IT. Later on, in at this one particular job, they were like, because I was in the call center, but I got promoted up to IT. I moved up after I got my degree and everything.
Okay.
They were like, "Oh man, they let you grow your locks in upstairs." I was like, "Let me grow my locks." I was like, "What you mean?" He said, "Man, they trip." I said, "Man, I've never even had that conversation with anybody."
That's good.
I said, "I don't bother them about how they wearing their hair. I'm not even concerned."
Yeah.
They better not come to me with that energy.
Yeah.
And if I was in a situation like that, I would just go work somewhere else.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You go where you're wanted.
Yeah.
Or like I started my own thing. It's just some stuff I'm just not gonna deal with.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it. But I definitely see, whenever Steve first originally told me about you, and he was like, yeah, minority, black man. I was like, wait, what? You
Yeah.
don't see that. And still to this day,
Yeah.
we even been trying to like look for other like minority owned, even like plant shops. There's nothing like this. Not only just being black, but just the plants and the animals, and even taking aside like the plant community, but even like a black man and having not just animals but a variety of animals, especially reptiles.
Yeah.
Like you don't see that.
Yeah. I got accused of a few things early on, being from the suburbs and stuff like that.
Wow.
Like, no, I'm from Oak Cliff. I say I just like
Cliff.
animals. I
Yeah.
just like a lot of animals. I had one lady in here the other day telling me, "Oh, these your friends?" Just trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And I called what she said. I just bust out laughing. I'm like, "No, I just like animals, man."
Yeah.
Just like you got all them purses and shoes and
Yeah.
collect all this. I just like these animals. That's all.
I love and I can relate to it too because my work is I work with animals too. And I don't get a lot of clients that do have like reptiles or even just like bunnies or whatever. But representation matters, and I don't even have a lot of black clients, to be honest. And so like seeing this and then the course addition of plants, that's just like the cherry on top. I'm just like, it's awesome.
I worked at a pet store when I was about 15.
Really?
Have you ever heard of Big T Bazaar?
Yes.
Yeah, it used to be a pet
Yes.
store back in there, way back in the day. It's a barbershop now, but it was a pet store. And even in, like I said, that's Oak Cliff. All the customers were black, pretty much 99%. So it's always been that community. It's just people kind of kept it quiet, I guess.
Yeah.
I think so. And you know what the ironic thing? I think, look, I always talk about mental health on my channel. You know what I mean? And just being in the space where you feel at peace, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think a lot needs to be said to the fact that, animals and plants and, having that in your environment just sets you up for just, like a namaste moment,
Yeah.
where you're just chilling and you're relaxed and all of that. How do you think, if you don't mind me asking, this contributes to just your sanity and your just, your vibe, your chill, your laid backness and everything like that?
Yeah, it's a reflection of me. I come in, I turn my lights on, I light my incense, my candles.
Yeah.
I turn some music on, whatever the vibe is.
Yeah.
It may be some rap sometimes. It may be some classical. I listen to a lot of soundtracks, like Gladiator is one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Tron.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of, just different types of music.
I love
It may be some cumbias. It may be some. It just I listen to a lot of different types of music.
Yeah.
Like whatever I'm doing, it's a soundtrack. Like when I was building this thing behind me, it could have been like a war themed movie. It just depends on what I got going on and how I'm feeling. But man, it plays a major role. You gotta be in a good space to do your best, I think.
Totally
Yeah. And I had been working in the corporate world, and I just didn't like feeling like that anymore. So I wanted to create my own space.
Listen, I mean, I am trying to follow in your footsteps, bro.
Okay.
Like, because I've been out of corporate America, here and there, and it seems as though every time I come back, it's like, oh yeah, y'all still doing this bullshit.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like that hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
But I think when you're able to come to a spot where you don't have to answer to anybody else but yourself,
Yeah.
that's huge. And the fact you guys you're open 7 days a week.
I'm available.
Available 7 days a week. Yeah. And I mean, and here you go. Like I'm available 7 days a week. If you need me, I'm here.
Yeah.
Right?
No, and that's the thing. I just didn't want to be open 7 days a week. Now I will hire somebody to do that.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to have to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
7 days a week if I didn't want to be.
Right.
Yeah.
That is
I had. I'm older now. I've done a lot. I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
that grind.
Yeah. I've done that, but I still work a lot of hours. But it's stuff I want to do.
Does it seem like work to you?
No. I mean, if it's a job where I'm picking up stuff, lifting and moving around, your body get tired, but you're not like, dang, I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like the same type of thing.
See, that's good, and that's what matters. You don't want it to feel like a chore or job.
Yeah.
You want it to feel relaxed and like, oh, this is just what I'm supposed to be doing, like with the animals or the plants. So.
Yeah. So
I love that, man. I mean, listen, I think that what you're doing is fantastic for the community. Let me ask you this. Deep Ellum, I moved to Texas for the first time back in 2006, so 20 years ago. And I've seen Deep Ellum change, like to do like I was partying right down the street at Zubar back in the day, you know what I mean? Or that's in Greenville, but I forgot this spot over here. But at the end of the day, that spot's not there anymore, so you've seen, even from 2020, I know you've seen a lot of change here. Anything that, like any positives that you could talk about this neighborhood to kind of like bring people here and to also bring people into your shop?
yeah, it's not like deep. Like some of the businesses may change in Deep Ellum, but the business has only one goal, is to make money.
Yeah.
So it's really the people change. We really just got a different quality of people coming up.
Okay.
Different morals, different outlook on things. Everybody fighting and everybody got disagreements and they want to voice their opinion and they want everybody to feel like they do. So it's that type of discord. Deep Ellum is Deep Ellum. Like,
Yeah.
it's not the people down here. The rent in these apartments and these lofts and these businesses, these buildings is very expensive.
Yeah.
It's not like anybody can just live down here. It's people that come into the area.
Yeah.
But it's just the people that's changed, man, and that comes in waves. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
And until something can be done about that, I mean, it's just going to move around through different parts of the city.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll have it in Frisco eventually.
Oh,
It's going to
absolutely.
change. Everything changes with time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're a staple here in this community for the past 6 years, my brother.
Oh yeah. I'm never going anywhere.
I know that's
I
true.
always talk to the owner of the building. I'm like, hey man, you better not sell.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that'll get me going. Like I would, even if I open something else, something bigger somewhere else, I'll keep this space over here.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll keep this over here. Deep Ellum used to be a blues town back in the day in the 20s, man. A lot of black businesses were here.
That's right.
Newspaper, like magazine, just a lot of different big businesses, like you would hear Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. Deep Ellum was like that.
Yeah.
I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
You're where you, and I think that you're channeling that, that ancestral sort of energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I don't, something like discrimination or because I'm black, and man, you can't let nothing like that stop you. Like, that ain't nothing. They ain't riding around on the horses or nothing like that. You don't even have to physically fight these people no more.
Yeah.
You just stay in your lane, focus, do your thing, and it's going to come to you.
That's true.
That's the advice that I like to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know what I
exactly.
Yeah.
So what has been, so you opened in 2020, I guess what has been your most, I don't know, just rewarding thing in owning like Energy Gardens?
Man, I've had people come in and just like you were doing, but I had a lady come in here and cry.
Oh wow.
Just because she just was just going through some things, and she was walking by, and I was just standing outside, and I just saw her face. And, you know, I talk to people, I talk to strangers, I don't care. But I just invited her in, and she came in, and she said she needed this. Her mom was sick over there in the hospital, and she just came in, and we talked for a while. And just stuff like that, people will come in when they need the environment, or if they need somewhere for their kids. The kids got too much energy, they don't know what to do with them, and they bring them in here. It's like the zoo, but they can actually interact with the animals. That sort of thing right there. Just the effects on what it does for people. Because that's what I wanted it to do. I wanted you to come in and just have so many things to look at all at once. The smells, and it's like, oh, the lights and the plants, the different heights of the plants. Like, I just had that vision when I was putting it together.
And you 100% executed it. After my first time here, I took so many friends with the pictures of the animals. I was like, I can't wait to go back. It's not just plants, it's animals.
Like, you know that place, you ever heard of the Rainforest Cafe?
Yes.
Yes.
I used to love that place growing up, you know, when I was younger, but they had fog in there. I want that.
That would
want
be
that
awesome.
I want that. I want a bigger building. I want that kind of stuff going on.
You gonna serve food too?
Yeah, nah. I contract with somebody, let them do that. I ain't messing with it. Yeah, I stay in my lane, man. Yeah.
So purpose-driven life, man. This is what it's all about. You know? And when you could, you know, just lay back and just come in here in the morning, show gratitude, and just be grateful for all the rewards that you get from, you know, having this spot. I think is fantastic.
Yes, love it.
Yeah, and it's easy, but it's not easy, but it's not hard. It's challenges, just like with anything with life. You just have to tackle. You know, you have to tackle it. You can't. When COVID came, you know, a lot of people folded. But a lot of people, that's when a lot of plant businesses started around COVID. A lot of people got into plants.
That's when I started.
Prior to COVID, my customer base was different. It was select. You didn't have a lot of young people into plants for whatever reason. But when COVID came, it kind of reset the people. And I was like, oh man, welcome to Earth. Like, all these plants and these animals, welcome to Earth. But I knew it was going to take some type of event like that to restart people. I used to say that years ago when I first started out, because people would come up to me, what's the purpose of this plant? Like, what's this? Can I eat it? Like, no, your mama, your grandma didn't have ivies and stuff in the house. And they like, yeah, I'm saying, well, yeah, that's all it is. I said, you buy this plant and you put it in your house. When you leave and you come back home, you're gonna feel that living energy. That's why it's called energy gardens. You're gonna feel that living energy.
I'm glad you mentioned that. That's where it came from. Energy gardens.
Yeah, it's living energy. You put one plant in your house, you're gonna feel that, and then you're gonna want to put more plants in there.
Tell me about it.
And so that feeling, that's what I say. You know, I just use these as a tool to give you that feeling.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that you said that, because I've had, in the past, people ask me like, why do you collect plants or like them? And I'm like, they're literally living organisms. They're not just. It's not something like dead. It's something tangible. It's living. You have to care for it. You have to nurture it. And I think that's why people too have, I guess, started collecting more over the years too, because it almost like keeps you grounded too. Just having something to cultivate and care for.
Yeah, and you think about it, so many people don't have that. Like, people don't have pets. You know, they got a house full of TVs, microwave, you know, stuff like that. A lot of electronic components, but nothing organic, nothing living, nothing that they have to, like you say, care for, other than, you know, if they got kids and stuff. But
it makes a difference.
Yeah, you have to keep plants in the house.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice.
You know, whatever. Like I say this all the time. Whatever you believe in, as far as who created the earth, they decided to let plants grow outside. You got trees, grass, you know, for whatever reason, whoever you believe in. But we're in the house and at work and in these buildings so much throughout the day. You got to bring nature inside.
You do, because you'll be detached from it.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
right?
You got to bring. Yeah, work. They want you to go to work Monday through Friday and be there all day. Some of them have cafeterias in the building, so you don't want to leave.
Not to leave.
That ain't it's not natural.
Yeah.
So you have to bring plants inside as well.
That is real talk.
It really is.
Right.
No, yeah.
It's a necessity part of
And
life.
people used to be they'll tell me, "Oh, you sure you make it sound good? You're a good salesman." I'm like, "Sound like that, but it's real though."
You're just
It's
telling the
like,
truth.
Yeah, it sound
telling the
good.
truth.
I'm just delivering it like that, but it's necessary. Yeah.
It is.
But I've given plants away to people because they were like so against buying a plant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I give them some. Like, take this, take care of it, and watch. Watch. You'll be back.
I bet it changed their view.
Yeah, they'll come back and buy something.
And buy something.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Now, I know you say you don't like fan over plant, but I guess out of the plants you have now in here.
No, I ain't those. No, I didn't say I don't like. It's just I don't do it. Yeah, it's
no,
not
I
me.
understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you have any, I don't know, just personal favorites that do stick out to you here that you enjoy more than others?
Yeah, I mean, just like a lot of people, I like snake plants.
Yeah.
Snake plants.
Those are staple
Snake
plants
plants are
to
from
have.
where I'm from. You know, originated in West Africa.
Yes.
Low maintenance.
Yeah.
Can be in different types of conditions. Low light, bright light, not a lot of water. Resilient.
Yes.
Yeah, very
they
resilient.
are.
Even their shape, they're upright. They walk with pride. You know what I'm saying? So I like snake plants for that reason.
Yeah.
And pretty much when somebody comes in here tell me they kill all the plants and this and that, and I say get a snake
Get
plant.
a snake plant.
Yeah.
You'd be hard pressed to kill that.
Some of them kill
I
them.
killed one, but that was in the beginning. I was
Yeah.
overwatering.
Yeah.
I was loving it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Yes.
Like
It just wants to be left alone right there in that
yeah.
corner.
But I have like different suggestions on people that like to water plants. They like to mist and like to poke with them, and I got suggestions on stuff like that because some people can't leave stuff alone. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, look, now I got the time. I be walking around all day long, like feeling leaves, just like, okay, you need water or you good?
Yeah.
Yes,
You
'cause you
touch
can
the
tell.
soil, but you can tell. But, it's just, I think what you're doing is just so impactful,
Yes.
man. Like, it really is. And, with just the dynamic of our podcast now, it was very important for me to have you showcased, and give you the time to speak on it, and to tell people about what you do here. I said in the beginning, if you're in Dallas, Texas, come listen. If you're not in Dallas, make a visit.
Come visit.
This has to be
Yes.
one of the stops, just for the vibes alone. This is a staple in the community, and I really appreciate you taking the time out to talk with us.
Oh yeah, no
Yes.
problem,
Now,
man.
just one more thing I want to talk about,
Yeah.
so all the people can know this wall. Because I always mention
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I love it. Tell us how you did it. How long did it take you to make it?
Oh, yeah, they don't
the
take-
reason behind it.
They don't take long at all. Now it's a frame. It has spray foam on it and pots. So you lay it flat, lay your pots out, spray the spray foam on there. Now building like that actual technique, a buddy sent it to mine. He saw it on TikTok.
Okay.
Okay.
But I have been working with the foam on my animal enclosures.
Okay.
I'll take the back of that aquarium, do the same thing, put the pots on there, spray foam, put some moss on there, whatever. So when I'm like, I've been doing that. I just hadn't put it on the frame.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just put it on the frame, man, and I can make any size or any shape.
Awesome.
Yeah, and just take them out and water them like once a week.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. I can picture that in my plant room. Can't you see?
I can.
And you can get real. You can do some different things with it. You can make it waterproof and create some kind of draining feature on it and stuff like that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I would love something like that.
Well, listen,
One day.
you can do it.
It's never too late.
Yeah, you can do it.
True.
You know
I
what I
just need to
mean?
find a empty wall space.
Oh
I have
yeah.
plants on my wall,
Oh, you do.
but they're just like hanging like.
Yeah,
in
and
baskets.
how many plants do you have?
Tell them, Janae.
Like 150,
Like
Are you sure it's
150?
that it? That's it?
maybe close to 200, maybe. I know I can't believe it still either.
Yeah.
Just a little bit alive.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
You can never look. You can never have too many as long as you can water them. As long as you.
That's true.
Yeah. With
And
me,
that's some downsizing too. I've downsized some.
yes, yeah. My house, I only have like large, like a few trees.
Okay.
Few small ones. It's just because I got these to water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, nah.
Leave all of that for here.
Yeah.
Do you ever get burned out?
With the just with people sometimes.
Yeah.
But I try
Feel
to
that.
pick and choose who I collaborate with.
Yes. So important.
Yeah, if it's a customer that's working on a project and I don't really think I want to work with them, I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass up on the money.
Got that agency, man.
Yeah.
As a business owner.
Yeah. Like when they say protect your peace, a lot goes into that.
Yeah.
A lot goes into that. Somebody may not like it. But at the
Oh,
end of the
wow.
day, you got to look out for yourself
That's
before
right.
anything.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. Because no one else will look out for it.
Yeah. So,
Oh, this has been great.
Man, thank
We
you.
could talk for hours.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
No
like
problem.
so much, man.
yeah, no
Yes.
problem.
Just sitting down talking to us, you know, we have big ambitions for this thing. You know what I mean? Like we wanted to span whatever, you know, and just get bigger and go further. And
But
reach more people.
and the crazy thing, man, like how y'all talking, like I never looked at anything as me doing something special.
Really,
Yeah,
Wow.
but I'm just doing my thing.
you're doing your thing.
No, you're doing something real special.
Yeah, I mean, now as far as getting people into plants and nature and
Yeah.
stuff like that, yeah. But as far I'm talking about like quitting my job, getting the building. I'm not gonna downplay it. I guess it's something, but
Yeah, it is. It takes a lot of courage to do.
man, it take you not liking a job.
That part,
True. True.
because
Yeah, you ever seen the water boy?
Yes, man.
I used me not liking that job as tackling
Yes,
fuel.
man. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just every job. It was just this one place, this
Yeah.
particular place.
Yep.
Oh man, it was draining. It was
Yeah.
draining it out of me.
I get it. Listen, I get
Yeah,
it.
it was draining me.
It is not
It's not healthy.
easy to deal with
Yeah,
corporate, you know, because of the mentality.
yeah,
And you know, like I you know, see it, you know, seen it, and it's dealing with people. It's for me, it's the fakeness. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, I gotta be fake because
nah, go ahead.
I don't feel like smiling all the time. I don't. And then if I don't smile, then it's a problem. And it's, you know,
What's wrong with
and all that. But no, I'm just going to give you exactly what you asked for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's that. Okay. Not in the mood for anything else, but take what you asked for and leave me alone.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
That's
know?
it. Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah,
You know, but yeah, you broke the chains, man.
yeah. I used to call people out on different things. If that tone in that email was
Hey,
wasn't to my liking, I go upstairs or downstairs, rapping. I need to go. You okay?
yeah. Yep.
I want you to see me.
Yep.
I'm not fussing at you. I'm not.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey,
Yep.
I'm sure neither one of us want to be here
Right.
today.
Neither one of us want to be doing this.
Let's get together. Let's work through this smoothly. You know.
All right. Well, look, we're gonna end it.
Okay.
Okay, because this thing is tripping. But you know, I gotta figure this out. You know what I mean? Because it gotta be a way.
Yeah.
But Anthony, again, I mean, I said it 1,000 times, man, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Man,
so much.
thank you, man. Thank you for coming.
No, thank you so much.
You know.
Thank you for coming.
And maybe, you know, if you ever want to sit down with us again, bro, and you know, do
sure.
another one, and you know, we talk
Yeah.
some other stuff. Listen,
Love
it
that.
doesn't always have to be about plants.
Yeah.
You know, and all that. So, you know, we'll keep you posted on what we do with this.
If you ever have some questions or you need some motivation about
Yes.
doing your own thing,
Yes,
man,
yeah. It's time.
I can try to help give you some ideas.
Yeah.
You just got to have a plan.
I can come up
absolutely.
with a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have I don't know. Like I got this spot with COVID money, with money from COVID sales.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before COVID, I probably would have still just been at the markets, just saving up that way. I was still making good money at the markets because there wasn't a lot of competition. You
Yeah.
couldn't go to you couldn't go to every pop up and
Yeah.
somebody. They wasn't even called pop ups then. They were just markets.
Markets.
Yeah. It wasn't people selling plants at everything.
Wow.
You know, they would call me up, and be like, "Hey, you want to do plants over here? Do plants over here." So it was my playground.
Wow.
But I just adjusted to just having a lot of other people. They're not my competition.
No,
You know, I'm in my
never
own.
that.
I'm in my own world, and there's so many people in Dallas, Texas that sell plants. Like I do. I got corporate accounts. I sell plants. I do workshops. I build terrariums. I just do it all. It's my world I created. I don't know what any other plant shop is doing. I don't really know what they have in stock unless I see it online and stuff. I don't.
You're not focused on that.
Yeah, but I know in the beginning I was an inspiration for a lot of people. A lot of people came and took my workshops, and a little while later they got stores.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's room for everybody.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. With me in the beginning, it was just me creating it. Nice. It was no one really for me to look at.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right. You didn't have like someone like a mentor.
Yeah. It was none of that. It was none of that. So I kind of just created my own way.
That's awesome.
That's amazing, dude. You got to come back.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You got to come back, bro.
Yeah,
for real.
Definitely.
I'll come back for sure.
All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this conversation because we had such a blast talking with Anthony. Make sure that you make your way down to Energy Gardens. Like you just have to come and see it. You see, we just chilling right here. You know, so come down here, chill, hang with the animals, pick yourself up a plant if you want to, take a terrarium workshop. I'm gonna be painting and sipping here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let y'all know
Yes.
that right now. I'm painting and sipping. You know what I like to sip on, so you know.
What you like, man?
I like that red wine, man.
Like that red
Oh
wine?
my God! Like I got some for the weekend because we're supposed to be snowed in, so I'm all set. I'm gonna start drinking as soon as I get home.
Okay.
As soon.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, definitely, you guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm Steve with I Live Plants.
And Janae?
Yo, we're Cultivation Corner. You got to come back and check us out. Peace.